Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I'm going to share a story with you about an $18,000 SEO client that I missed out on simply because of my belief sets. Now you might be thinking, what on earth does that mean? Well, this is something that I've experienced working with hundreds of SEO consultants when it comes to setting your prices and the belief and confidence in what you actually charge. Now, what I've found to be true is that most SEO consultants have this limiting belief on what they can charge. And in fact, a better way to put that might be what people are willing to pay. And this is why I want to share this story with you, to help you break through that limiting mindset that might be keeping you from making a lot more money. Now, this happened about 8 years ago. This was a campaign that I pitched on, and at the time, I quoted $5,000 a month. At the time, I thought, wow, okay, $5,000 a month. This is a good campaign. If I get this one, it was in a competitive space. It was in finance, and I figured $5,000 a month should be able to get the job done. Now, I took the prospect through the entire sales process. I made sure they were firstly a good fit, and then I took them through the sales presentation where I explained everything and quoted my $5,000 a month rate. Now, we finished up the presentation. I said, that was fantastic, John. Thank you so much. Give us a couple of days to think about it and we'll get back to you. Now, this is not something that I would recommend that you'll get into, letting prospects think about it. You want to be able to address any concerns or hesitations to be able to close them on a call. But I figured, hey, $5,000 a month, this is a lot of money. Maybe I need to give them a bit of time. Now, about a week went by and I didn't hear anything from the prospect. And I was thinking, oh, wow, okay, I've overquoted on this one. Obviously, it's way too much. Not that they said that on the call, but I was thinking to myself, okay, well, I've lost out on this one because I've just simply charged too high. So I made the decision to follow up. I called the prospect and I said, listen, haven't heard from you in a week, just wanting to touch base and see if you've had time to give it some thought and what you'd like to do next. Anyway, the prospect said something really interesting. He said, oh, John, thanks so much for getting back to me. Been meaning to get back to you, just been really busy. My partner and I, business partner and I wanted to say thanks. We really enjoyed the presentation. It was all very useful, but we decided to go with another agency. Now, out of interest, I asked, who did you go with, of which they wouldn't tell me. But what they would tell me, this is my follow-on question, how much did they quote? And they came back, and the response to this question absolutely blew my mind. And it really made me stop and think about what the hell I was doing. He said, oh, look, we've decided to go with this other agency. It's a lot more expensive than what you quoted. It's $18,000 a month. But we just feel that given the industry that we're in, how competitive it is, we just didn't feel that $5,000 a month was enough. Now, obviously, when you quote someone $5,000 a month for SEO and they say no, and then go on to work with another agency for $18,000, it makes you stop and think about what just happened. And in my case, it really came down to a limiting belief around what I thought was a lot of money and what maybe a lot of prospects and clients were willing to pay. And this is exactly what I mean when I say a lot of SEO consultants that I've worked with, and I've coached and mentored hundreds of them over the years, have this same mindset around what they consider to be a lot of money. And in this case, as you can see, what I thought was a lot of money wasn't enough for someone else. So the whole point of this video is to make you stop and think about what limiting beliefs might be holding you back in terms of what you're currently charging and what you might be able to charge. In any case, this was a tremendous learning experience for me, and it really made me stop and think about how much I was charging, what sort of limiting beliefs I had in place, and hopefully, this has given you something to think about as well. Stop and ask the question, what are we charging? Why are we charging this? And can we charge more? And more importantly, are we missing out on projects simply because we're not charging enough? Okay, that's it for me. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.